everyone, I'm here at the Bible study. I hope you're having a good day. Let's go ahead and start out with prayer requests. Please keep the following people in prayer: Luke Boggs, Hannah Denny, Sherman, Rhonda Karshner, Cindy and Jim, Jimmy Myers, Layla and her son Emil, Ray and Donna Dunlap, Joyce Light, Judy Thompson, Dora Carper, Bonnie Jean's dad, Bonnie Jean's sister-in-law Lori, Bonnie Jean's cat Misty that she returns home, Elizabeth Jeffries and her grandson Dominic, my sister, my youngest sister, Melly Stanley. She has relapsed and is back on drugs again. I think meth is the one of choice. Our neighbor, Garnet Boyer, and her daughter, Norma Boyer, who is in the hospital now, as we speak, for her heart. She also had cancer, so, please pray for Norma, because she's really sick right now, and Garnet's going to be really worried about her, so please keep her in prayer. Okay. Tonight's devotion is by Sharon Hennick, and the Bible verse she picked out is Psalm 10, verses 17 and 18, and it says, "O Lord, you hear the desire of the afflicted. You will strengthen their hearts. You will incline your ear to do justice to the fatherless and the oppressed, so that man who is of the earth may strike terror no more." All right. And let's go read Psalm 10, and then we'll come back to that. Psalm 10. Why, O Lord, do you stand far off? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? In his arrogance, the wicked man hunts down the weak, who are caught in the schemes he devises. He boasts of the cravings of his heart. He blesses the greedy and reviles the Lord. In his pride, the wicked does not seek him. In all his thoughts, there is no room for God. His ways are always prosperous. He is haughty, and your laws are far from him. He sneers at all the enemies. He says to himself, "Nothing will shake me. I'll always be happy and never have trouble." His mouth is full of curses and lies and threats. Trouble and evil are under his tongue. He lies in wait near the villages. From ambush, he murders the innocent, watching in secret for his victims. He lies in wait like a lion in cover. He lies in wait to catch the helpless. He catches the helpless and drags them off in his nest. His victims are crushed. They collapse. They fall under his strength. He says to himself, "God has forgotten." He covers his face and never sees. Arise, Lord, lift up your hand, O God. Do not forget the helpless. Why does the wicked man revile God? Why does he say to himself, "He won't call me to account"? But you, O God, do see trouble and grief. You consider it to take it in hand. The victim commits himself to you. You are the helper of the fatherless. Break the arm of the wicked and evil man. Call him to account for his wickedness. That would not be found out. The Lord is king forever and ever. The nations will perish from this land. You hear, O Lord, the desire of the afflicted. You encourage them, and you listen to their cry, defending the fatherless and the oppressed, in order that man who is of the earth may terrify no more. And that was Psalm 10. Okay. That's like, it always seems like the wicked, the bad people, always get what they want. Well, that's because You know, they're on the devil's side, and the devil's like, yeah, you can have all this stuff. All this stuff, just give me your soul. I'll make you happy on this earth. You'll be rich. You'll get everything you want. Your enemies you can pick on. Your enemies you can do whatever you want to. The good people. But in the end, we will all come to account for what we've done. The wicked and the good. And the wicked, well, the devil will have their soul. And they'll be in hell fire for eternity. The righteous will get justice. Okay, let's see. That keeps feeling like something's stuck in there. Sorry about that. Feels like something's stuck in my nose or something. Okay, let's read Sharon's devotion. One of my friends told me today that she has cancer. She was already on my prayer list because her husband had been recently diagnosed with dementia. Alzheimer's and dementia is very hard, not only for the person going through it, but the person who's caring for them as well. When I heard my friend's news, my heart sank and I prayed, Lord, it's too much. I offered her what comfort I could, love and compassion and support of her adamant trust that Jesus was walking this road with her. But I longed to be able to do more than comfort. As I floundered in my helplessness to resolve my friend's problem, this psalm reminded me that Jesus is never helpless. These verses reflect a Savior who acts. He hears, he comforts, but he doesn't stop with a hug and a whispered word of reassurance. He does justice on behalf of those who are hurting. I treasure the fact that Jesus hears our cries and strengthens our hearts with his comfort. Returning to my prayers, I thank Jesus with new conviction that he is at work on my friend's behalf. For some of the trials that comfort us, he conquers quickly. Others ultimately will be conquered in eternity. But we can face each day knowing he hears, consoles, and acts. So I say, if the righteous don't get, what they deserve on this earth, they will get it in eternity. Your homework from Sharon is, think of a friend who is afflicted today and cry out to Jesus on her behalf or his behalf, knowing he is taking action for her or him. So pray for somebody that you know needs prayer. It's basically what it is. Okay, guys. Guess your animal for the animal devotion. Layla already drew this the other day, so you're in here again. But I already drew it the other day before you told me about the dress. So just letting you know, that's why you got pants on. Alright guys, pick your animal. The title gives it away too.
Dog.
A dog for sure. Layla. Everyone? Alright. This one is by Kathy Elliott. The Bible verse is Hebrews 4:13. Nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. That is a good one to remember. Hebrews 4:13. Nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. I told you, he knows every move you make. He sees all of us. You can't hide in secret something from God. He knows what you're doing at all times. You may try to do it in the privacy of a cave, or you don't think anybody could see you. God still sees you. You'll be in a deep, dark cave, and it'll be as light as can be for him. He knows what you're doing. He knows what you're thinking. You can't hide anything from God. If you don't believe that, Hebrews 4:13. Nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. I am so glad we had that verse today. Because I keep trying to say that. Nothing is hidden from God's sight. He sees every single thing we do, whether good or bad. So remember that before you do something. God is watching. Okay, the title gives it away. Bunny Breakout. We got a rabbit. My friend Sarah has a very cute bunny named Piper. Apparently, Piper's a great escape artist, even though it puts her in danger. She's naive about the great big world outside. Piper just knows everything is better beyond the boundaries of her pen. She has no idea about coyotes or hawks or other dangers that lurk outside. Coyotes are bad out where, close to us, where most of my family live. They're really bad. They get most of the cats and stuff that are out there. Yeah, they do. Every day, Sarah examines Piper's cage, walls for holes, or wire, even though the bunny has all she needs to be content. Now and then, Piper still manages to escape, only to later be found cowering behind a post or under a bush because she's so scared, out there on her own. Sarah lovingly lifts her up and puts her back into the cage again. She always could put like a little leash on her and walk her around. Then that might, make her content. I've seen them. They put like harnesses on them. I must admit, I see a little of myself in Piper. Like an unwise child who wants to go my own way, I venture out, stealing off when no one is looking, into the big bad world. I pay no attention to the guidelines given by my father, but then cry when he seems out of sight. I hide somewhere, shivering with fear, wishing I had just paid attention to the boundaries he's given me and chosen a better path. After all, he's given me everything I need to be content, so there's no reason to stray. I think of that old hymn, Love Lifted Me. Love lifted me. You know that song? Love lifted me. It's hard to get the tune by yourself. The refrain ends with himself, provider, comforter, keeper, and lover of my soul. And who is love? God himself. I've never lost. I've always been found. He lifts me up and holds me in his arms. All of us. Never alone. Always loved. And always watched. Always with you. Now this is by Zora Neale Hurston. Love makes your soul crawl out from its hiding place. Okay, Layla, I got us flying kites. I didn't say flying carts. Oh, can you imagine trying to fly a shopping cart? Maybe if we put a rocket on the back of it or something. But we're flying kites, and I got the bunny and got him some carrots and stuff. Sure. You like it?
I like it.
Look, you're behind the bush.
Why am I behind the bush?
Well, it's a blueberry bush. Well, I just thought you was being sneaky.
No, behind the bush.
Yeah. Okay, Layla. You guys all ready to see the picture?
I'm behind the bush.
Sherm is behind the bush. The blueberry bush. The blueberries grow on a bush.
I have no idea.
I don't either. Layla? You know? That's embarrassing.
Hold it up so I can see. There you go.
Zoom it in. Like you do.
You've got to grab a hold of the page.
I got it.
Anal.
Oh, sorry. Like that.
There you go.
Look at all the fun we're having.
Flying carts.
We forgot to give the bunny one. I should have gave him one, tied it around his belly. You guys like it?
We love it.
Is it done?
Done.
Done. So I hope you guys like that one, and I'm going to get started on the next one. Actually, I already have. So I got to color it in. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible study. Bye guys. God bless. Remember, God is always watching.